The years are like minutes, and the minutes are like years. Truer words have never been spoken, especially when it pertains to motherhood. Those hours during labor can feel like days, and yet when it is all over and the pain is gone, those memories seem to float away, hastened by the painkillers, I'm sure. I still wore them like a badge, though. I pushed 3.5 with the first and an hour and a half with the second, I would proudly tell anyone who asked. A 20-minute nursing session, or worse, being chained to a breast pump, can make time screech to a halt. Looking back over the last few years, such a short time feels like a lifetime. I have already forgotten what it felt like to hold my oldest son when he was a baby. Those new mom feelings are there somewhere, but likely buried beneath memories of sleep deprivation and tantrums. They are lost. I've tried my hardest to dig them up, but any markers in the sand have long since been washed away with tears of joy and frustration. One night, while nursing my youngest son, I sat in the glider in relative darkness, with my eyes squeezed shut, trying to conjure a specific memory of nursing my oldest, an image in my head of what it felt like to look down at him and watch him eat. It wasn't there. I vowed in that moment that while I may not be able to revive those memories, new ones could still be recorded and bronzed like little baby shoes forever frozen in time. I started going through each of the 5 senses, recording everything about the moment over and over so I wouldn't forget. My mind began to wander, and once he was done eating and I was finally ready to put him in his crib, I crept quietly out of his room and immediately sat down and wrote the following. When I was a young girl, I would rock little babies, hoping they would fall asleep and I could watch them dream. Unfortunately, my bony frame was not the comforting embrace they needed to drift off to sleep. Now, as I listen to his slow, heavy, rhythmic breathing, his angelic face is barely visible in the orange glow of the sheep nightlight in the corner of his nursery. The heat emanating from where our skin touches causes moisture to form. I continue to rock and listen to the soft, squirting sound of his pacifier as he vigorously pulls on it. The feeling of his weight against my chest, in my arms, in my heart, is what I've been searching for my whole life. His head is so perfectly round it was obviously made to be cupped by my hand. His long black eyelashes rest on plump pink cheeks still rosy from nursing. I hold my lips against his little bald head as we rock back and forth, swaying to the rhythm of our beating hearts. My grip is so tight that I realize my hands are beginning to ache, but he doesn't seem to mind. He's fast asleep, dreaming whatever it is that babies dream. I've been waiting for this, and now that I have it, I can already feel it slipping away. He's growing so fast. I rock faster. I can see where the seams of his little striped pajamas are beginning to strain and his long legs are already hanging over the arms of the rocking chair. Before long, he will be pulling away from my hugs and embarrassed by my kisses. The remnants of playtime on the floor, a floppy teddy bear casually tossed aside, and a towel still damp from bath time calms me again. I slow my pace. For now I can hug him, kiss him, rock him, and love him for as long as I want. I know I should put him in his crib, that I will probably regret this later in the night when he wakes me crying. But for now I want to feel his weight against me, his head in my hand, and try my hardest to remember every ounce of this feeling. Then when I watch him drive his first car, accept his diploma, and hold his first child, I can remember when I sat in his nursery, inhaled his sweet scent, and thanked God for bringing this sweet little boy into my life. Thank you.